Okay, hello and welcome. I don't know what to say, good night or good morning because it's very late in the night, almost 1:30 a.m. But we had some breaking news to share with you, so thought I must come live and share it with all of you here who've been eagerly waiting to find out what happens to the Asia Cup in terms of Pakistan's participation, and by extension, does India and Pakistan then play the game on the 21st? Well, the first thing first, Pakistan is playing the game on Wednesday versus UAE. Now, for those of you who don't know the background, the team, which is Pakistan, was upset with Andy Pycroft because they said that he did not inform the team well in advance and directed their captain, Salman Ali Aga, uh, for not shaking that there will be no handshake at the toss between Surya Kumar Yadav and the Pakistan captain. This is something that the Pakistan Cricket Board had complained about to the ICC and asked that Andy Pycroft be removed as match referee from the tournament. After which the ICC turned down their demand, saying no, Andy Pycroft had not done anything outside the rules of the game, and so he will not be removed from that position. So there was a bit of doubt whether Pakistan will then go ahead and play the game versus UAE. Now remember, if they were to concede the game versus UAE, Pakistan would then be knocked out of the tournament. But the news that we were hearing, that instead of conceding, Pakistan will actually leave the tournament, boycott it, and then bring him or go back to Pakistan. That is what Pakistan Cricket Board was contemplating after the ICC turned down their demand. Then matters got even worse, and the threat of the boycott seemed even more real because on the eve of the UAE game, which is today, the Pakistan team a short while ago concluded their practice in Dubai. And after practice, there was going to be the customary press conference one day before the UAE game, which is on Wednesday. And Pakistan skipped that press conference as well. And that then again, led many to believe that Pakistan may not then be playing the game versus UAE. And that could be the end of the tournament for them. But now, what we can confirm here on Sports Today, that Pakistan is playing the match versus UAE on Wednesday. And the winner there, whoever wins, qualifies alongside India for the Super 4 stage. So Pakistan is playing. Now, what has happened, what has transpired in the last few hours that Pakistan has decided to play, that is something that I'll share with you. So there was apparently a emergency high-level meeting that took place in Pakistan, where Mohsin Naqvi, the head of Pakistan Cricket Board, met with Shehbaz Sharif, the Prime Minister, and they discussed the matter. And for the moment, what is going to happen, and this does seem like a compromise sort of a thing, what is going to happen is that Richie Richardson, who's the other match referee in the tournament, will be the match referee for the UAE game. And on that condition, Pakistan is continuing to play that particular game. Now, for those of you who will say that, listen, we reported that ICC has turned down the demand, that's correct. But there's a distinction that you have to make between the two, and I'll just let you know about that. PCB said Andy Pycroft should be removed as match referee from the entire tournament. ICC said, no, we cannot do that. He has done nothing against the rules. At best, what can be accommodated, and this is what I think has been done, is that there are two match referees that are officiating in this tournament, and you can obviously shuffle those match referees around. So for the Pakistan game, they've shuffled the match referee around. The officials that are the two match referees, that will remain the same. There will be no change of match referee. Those will be the two match referees in the tournament. And so they will be shuffled around, and Richie Richardson then will be the match referee for the Pakistan game. However, this is not what PCB demanded. PCB actually wanted action against Andy Pycroft, and that action was to begin by removing him as match referee from the tournament. To that, the ICC has declined. And at the moment, is what I've been made to believe, that Pakistan did consider all the options, and pulling out of the tournament could have invited sanctions and even exclusion going forward. That is something that Pakistan wasn't going to risk at the moment. It would have also invited uh, a lot of criticism for pulling out of a tournament. And then, who knows, it could have gotten even worse with the way Pakistan lost versus India on social media, where people would have gone on to say that they've probably chickened out of the tournament because they don't want to play India for the second time. So possibly all different scenarios were considered. And now after the meeting, PCB have decided that they will on Wednesday play the game versus UAE. Richie Richardson will be the match referee. This is going to be told officially. I don't think it'll happen tonight. PCB might come up with an official statement tomorrow. Now, just going into the matter as to how this played out. Apparently, this is what I'm getting to hear, that while the ICC has given Andy Pycroft a clean sheet, PCB claims, and these are tall claims. I don't know the veracity of that, but PCB claims that Andy Pycroft acted outside the spirit of the game. That he asked Salman Ali Aga to turn off the mic while he was standing at the toss, and then informed him last moment that, listen, there will be no handshake. What PCB is saying, that he was told by the tournament director. The tournament director of the Asia Cup happens to be an Indian. They are alleging that because he was an Indian, he was then told by BCCI and maybe ICC boss and so on and so forth, who are also Indians, that ensure and let Andy Pycroft know there is no handshake. This is what people in the PCB are claiming. This is where they are saying, and they are crying foul. However, as I said, there is no proof of that happening. There is nothing that they have produced which is concrete that can suggest what they are alleging is true. Having said that, according to them, Andy Pycroft should have informed them well in advance. Why is it that he told them at the last moment? And this is the issue that they are raking up. In their minds, they want to continue this fight with the ICC going forward. But for the moment, because Richie Richardson will be the match referee, they probably have decided that they will play that game versus the UAE. So that's the latest when it comes to the Asia Cup. Whether there will be another India-Pakistan encounter and how will that be played? Clearly, one thing we know, that there's definitely going to be no handshakes, and I think that will suit the Indian team just fine. Uh, but that'll only happen, the game on the 21st, if Pakistan were to first beat the UAE, qualify for the Super Fours, and if that was the case, then that game between India and Pakistan is to be held on the 21st. Again, it's a Sunday, and again will be played at the Dubai International Stadium. So that's that for the moment. I'll take your leave. Thank you so much for joining us once again on Sports Today. Do give us a like on the video if you're enjoying our content. Share this with your friends who may have been craving for some news on this front, now that we made matters very clear. And as always, as I say, don't forget to subscribe for Sports Today, your one stop destination for all things sport. Plenty more sports related content, not just from cricket, from other sport as well, has been premiered on Sports Today a short while from now, including from the World Athletics Championship, where one of India's high jumpers did rather well. Do check that out as well. Good night, good morning, whichever part of the world you're joining us from. Nikhilnaz signing off.